إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Thank you for that, Quadri. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome back to the second part of the goal setting series. This is Micah Nigeria. Micah was started in June 1994 as a result of a direct resolution at Form 1 Youth Dinner to provide a safe space for young Muslims. Our vision is to see Muslims return to the state of Islamic excellence, and some of the things that we offer at Micah include feeding the soul, a safe space, economic development, leadership and competency, capacity building, passion for the deen, and positive social interaction. You can become a member of Micah by just keeping an eye on the chat box where we'll drop a link to the membership form. And I will now introduce our speaker. Our speaker is Mr. Muritala. He was the one that handled last week's session, which was very insightful, and is going to continue the great work he has started. Muritala is a graduate of Agricultural Extension and Rural Development from the University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Ogun State. He's a certified trainer and administrator from the JCI University, United States of America. Health and Safety Executive Practitioner from the Chartered Institute of Environmental Health in the United Kingdom, Associate Member of International Facility Management Association in the United States, Project Management Professional from Threefold Educational Center, UAE. He's a member of Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, member of National Institute of Training and Development, and a certified KPI professional and a performance management professional from KPI Institute, Australia. He's also he's also earned a certificate on disruptive strategy from the Harvard University, United States of America, and a certificate on turning strategy into action from Lagos Business School. That was a mouthful. That was a lot of certifications, a lot of qualifications, a lot of, so it's a great thing to have him on board because he's clearly a professional at what he does and clearly knows what he's speaking about. So it's a great honor to learn from him. So Mr. Ayomurtala, I'll now hand over to you to continue from where you stopped last week.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, please give me 1 minute. I locked my door and my kids are knocking seriously.
Okay, no problem.
Aliyah, please put water for her. Bring me water. Thank you. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to go to the second session, try to pick up from where we stopped last week. And then because we're likely to have a bit of practical activities I want us to do, hopefully that may, I will make me do some recap of our last week. We just moved straight to the business of today on goal setting. Looking at it from this few of these angles, I want to put through and making it as practical as possible for us to begin to plan. There was a study conducted by Yale University in 1953 they conducted the research and they found out that out of everybody that they researched, only 3% of them have goals and are written. 20 years later, they went to research those people and they found out that those 3% group of people are actually doing 3 times as much better than the remaining 97% that do not have goals or have or not written. Then Harvard did the same thing in 1969, they did a 10-year gap, and they found out that 10 years after, in 79, they found out that those that have goals but are not written are doing 2 times better than those that do not have goals at all. And those that have goals and have it written down were doing 10 times better than those that do not have goals at all. So it means that so many research has shown that having goals is quite important, but it goes beyond just having it. Documenting it, meaning that you need to have a plan of action into implementing your goals. It has to become a practical focus on what you want to do, not just what you dream of in your mind, that is just in your mind. It's something you need to start to put down and do a plan of how you're going to achieve the goal. Okay, you want to see my face? Okay, I started it. Okay, that's fine. All right, so it's key and important to understand that very particular part, that we need to have goals. What we want to short term, long term. Oh, we're looking at our goals for 2021, fantastic. But you to also start looking at your goals in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, and the next 10 years. Allah spare our lives for that period, but we still need to plan. It's part of the attributes of Allah that we need to try to take. We need to plan our things. You don't just happen by coincidence. You don't allow things to happen by coincidence. Coincidence is not sustainable. Okay, so it's something you need to work on. You need to plan as it stands in itself. When she was reading my profile talking about certification, I had a plan on how and why I needed those certifications, and I have still not stopped. I mean, COVID did not allow, and we'll look at that part as well, the effect of threat in your goal setting, how the pandemic did not allow me to get goals set for 2020 done, which was beyond my control in itself. I mean, missed doing 2 extra certifications last year because I couldn't do them. Then we look at all those things. Now, when we're talking about goals, Jack Canfield teaches that we are the average of the 5 people we hang out with the most. Now, it boils down to part of what I talk about, that you need to align and move with people of like minds. Part of what Micah is creating for us, creating an environment to bring people of like minds together. Sincerely, that's who you are. It's going to inform it. I mean, the adage that says that show me your friends and I will know who you are, is the same thing. You're an average of 5 people you hang out with. It determines your personality, it determines your thinking. So if you move with people that do not set goals, you will not have goals for your own life as well, most likely. Most likely that defines you. You also allow, you also see people who allow the world to control their outcomes and who do not take personal responsibility for what happens in their lives. That's another people. These are people that apportion blame. If anything goes wrong, they find someone to blame. They blame the government for not succeeding. They blame everyone. Somebody must take the blame. So invariably, you've left your destiny in somebody else's hand. You don't take ownership. You don't take control. Even when it's your fault. You don't always want to own up. All we want to do is find someone to take the fall for us. We do that a lot of times. Everybody has been victim of this at one time or the other. I give an example. Let's go back to memory lane or those that are still in school. When you score A in any of your courses, you're the one that scored the A. If peradventure there is a D or E, lecturer gave you E, lecturer failed me, you don't score E. We don't ever accept that we scored E. We always want to push it onto someone else, all right? Getting what we want takes determination and drive. If you're going to set goals, you're going to make tough decisions. You need to take tough decisions. They're not easy decisions to come back with. And it takes determination and drive to be able to achieve it. It takes discomfort. It takes depriving yourself of some basic things that you actually need in life. Sacrificing, that's the huge part of it. It's not going to come easy whatsoever. Okay, so now in identifying goals, you need to be specific about it, and it has to be about you, not about someone else, about you. What areas of life do you want to set your goals in? Marital life, career, business, friendship. You can set goals in any aspect of your life. You need to first of all identify those areas of this part of my area. Health-wise, this is what I want to achieve. Marital life, this is what I want to achieve. This is my goal. You need to be able to define it. Spiritual life, this is my goal. I want to be able to memorize the Holy Quran in the next 2 years. I mean, you need to know which part of your life you want to set goals on. Now, this part, very key, because we're not doing visioning, actually, do this tie in with your vision statement and your core values? Now, these two things, your vision and your core value, are quite key in life. What do you stand for? What are your core values in life? What matters to you? Integrity, honesty, discipline. I mean, you need to start to begin to list those core values that defines you, so that you can start to live them apparently. Everybody must have a core value. You must have a vision for yourself. I always tell myself, yeah, in this world, I want my name to be an household name. That's the vision. So everything I do, this is something I've crafted for myself since university days. Quite straightforward. It's the bigger picture. And a positive household name for that matter, because we have negative household names. Anini is a household name. Generations to generations know that name, but in a negative manner. So it depends. You need to have that bigger vision for yourself, where you start to bring out things that will drive you towards a vision and your core value. What are your core values? Timeliness. Key to me in particular. That's very key. These are the things you need to look at. Do you really reflect who you are? Now, if you don't have core value, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So you need to be able to live and reflect who you are without saying, this is who I am. People need to begin to see that reflect all over you about who you are in itself. All right? Now, you need to select things that motivate you and make you stretch. So in selecting your goals, what are the things that motivate? Your goals must be motivating, must be challenging, must challenge even you. If it's not challenging, if it doesn't look bogus, if it doesn't look challenging, it means you are probably still joking around it. Getting out of your comfort zone helps us create the circumstances that we need in order to get what we want. A lot of us are too comfortable in our comfort zone. We like to stay in our comfort zone. We live in, a lot of times, oh, you live in Ibadan, you live in Abeokuta. Our friends that live in Ibadan, and they will say, oh, no, Ibadan is okay for me. There's no traffic, I'm fine, I'm okay. This is your Lagos, I don't want to go. Nobody loves traffic. I don't love somebody, but yet they then envy what you are achieving, and yet they don't want to leave their own comfort zone. Oh, I envy you, you're doing so well. But you are sitting down in your comfort zone. We do that a lot. You sit too much in our comfort zone. We're comfortable with what we have. You have a job that is paying you. Because the job is paying your current bills, you're not challenging yourself. You just stay there 5, 10 years. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is a major detriment to achieving our goals. We get too comfortable too fast, too easy. Okay, we don't push ourselves. We don't challenge ourselves and motivate you to get them. You don't go for easy goals. You challenge yourself. You push yourself. You study mass communication. Who says your goal cannot be to work? I mean, why do you want to settle for NTA? Why do you want to settle for NTA? Why don't you go for Al Jazeera? All right. So we need to begin to look at a lot of all those things in itself. If you want real change to take place, you have got to be willing to take some risk and to go after what you want. You have to be a risk taker. He who fears failure will not succeed. Because failure is actually a prerequisite to success. Failure is a prerequisite to success. So if you fail, if you fear to fail, your chances of succeeding is slim. You must be ready to take chances and to be able to remote things that you want to do. So now we're getting to the practical sense. I'm going to try as much as possible to make this part very practical to us. We're going to be doing it. I hope we have our papers, like I said, your pen, your paper, because you're going to begin to do some things. Now, defining the goal structure in itself. Decide exactly what you want. So that's about setting your goal. One, you have to decide exactly what you want. Write your goal down on a paper. So let's start taking it one after the other. So I'm going to give you 1 minute. We're going to deal with one goal. Which part of your life do you want to set goal on? Write it down.
Okay, Salam alaikum. It seems like our speaker has stepped away from his screen for a moment. We'll just give him a moment to come back.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So,
all right.
Decide now, pick a goal, write a goal like we talked last week, personalize it. I want to do this by, so write your goal down on a paper, on that same paper. One goal, we're dealing with one goal. You will do that for other goals that you want, all right? What I would have loved us to do is, okay, let's try to use the 80-20 principle that we did last week, right? Write down 5 goals that you want to achieve this 2021. Write down 5 goals you want to achieve this 2021. So I'm going to give us 5 minutes to do that. Think about it. Just 5. Just write down 5. So I'm giving us 5 minutes to do that. So I might have to work with space of some people. If you are done writing your 5 goals, just once I have 2 or 3 people done, I will just move on to the next one. So if you are done, just say, I'm done. Or mute yourself and just tell us you are done. So I won't waste too much time. Okay, I have 2 people done. Fantastic. Okay. All right. So out of those 5 goals, pick one. Pick one of them that pick one that is most important to you, most paramount, and asterisk it. Out of the 5, pick one that it's whatever it takes, this one, you must not miss achieving it. I'm actually looking at our charts. Done. So if I've picked one, have you selected the one now? Require Latifa. Those are people that are done. So Rafiat. Okay, one selected. Okay, Rafiat, Kende, thank you. All right, fine. So if you have done that, pick a deadline. Assign a deadline to that one goal. When must it be done? I know it's for 2021. What is the last day that you're giving yourself to actually achieve that goal? So once that's done, just write date selected. Select is, don't tell me August. No. By August 25th, you must be specific about the deadline. So once you're done, tell me date set. Thank you, Mukhtar. I can see. Yeah, fine. Babatunde Aminu, thank you. All right, date set. Okay. All right, fantastic. So, like I said, I'm using that to some few people answering to follow every other person, assuming that the whole 47 people here are actually doing the same thing. Date set. Thank you. Thank you, Zainab. Thank you, Yakini. All right, fine. Okay, so let's move on. Now, think about 3 things. Make a list of everything you could possibly think of that you will have to do to achieve this goal. Do I need to make a new friend? Do I need to have a mentor? Do I need to take a course? Do I need to take an exam? What are the things you need to do? Just identify 3. I know it could be plenty, but for the benefit of this exercise, identify 3 things that you will need to do. Do I need to travel? Do I need to avoid holidays? Do I need to avoid visitation? Do I need to sleep? So think about it. So when you are done, just tell me lists identified. Think about it. What 3 things would you do that would help to achieve that goal? You're still going to use it in your visualization that will still do. What are the 3 things you will do? Allow me, thank you. List identified. All right. I want to see more people that have identified list. It's getting bigger and bigger. So the speed of identifying is list made. Thanks, Zainab. All right. List identified. So let me have 3 people. Okay, list made, Rafia, thanks. Latifa, list made. Okay, I have 5 people that made their list. Okay, that's fine. So I move on. Now, I will teach us how to schedule into a comprehensive plan. Just hold on about that. Now, we're going to do 2 things without 1 goal now. And that's how to make your goal work. You've set the goal. Now, in order to be able to schedule a comprehensive plan of things that will aid and make your goals work, breaking it down into daily or weekly activities. 2 most important things is to do and visualize. Do a SWOT analysis and visualize your goal. Now, let's go straight to number 1, which is the SWOT analysis. Now, the SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for, I don't want to assume that every one of us knows about SWOT, but SWOT is a common analysis that is done almost all the time. People talk about it, but most times we use SWOT analysis for organization. But truly, you can also use SWOT analysis for yourself. Okay, SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and strengths. And we can also categorize them into 2, which is internal and external. The internal is the strength and weakness, while the opportunity and threats are external, meaning that the internal is within you, while the external is external, things you probably do not have control over. That's why it's external. So your strengths and your weaknesses are within you, while your opportunities and threats are external things you can tap from or that you can control in itself. Now, if you look at yourself using the SWOT framework, you can start to separate yourself from your peers. This is what's going to actually distinguish you in achieving your goals. Not just about setting the goals, but drive the achievement of a goal. This is where we miss it most of the time, that we have these goals, but we find out that we can't achieve it. So the practical sense is to begin to build the framework that helps us to achieve our goal, and you matter most in that framework. Now, help to develop the specialized talents and abilities you need to advance your career and help you achieve your personal goals. So if you do your SWOT consistently, it's going to help you to build yourself to achieving what you want. Now, a personal SWOT analysis can do the same for an individual in pursuit of their career goals. It provides insight based on your personality, strengths, and weaknesses. Okay? What challenges you see ahead of you, possibly, and these are the challenges, things that can be obstacles. Things that can be obstacles in achieving your goals, and opportunities, what opportunities are present around you now and in the future. Because those opportunities are there. They're always lying there. Sometimes we don't see them. So that's what SWOT helps you to do. All right? So this is what we're going to do with our goal. This will take us some time. And this could take us like 10, 15 minutes. So I want you to be patient. Take your time. Now, the one goal that you have selected, you may create this kind of quadrant, or you may just break it on your paper, anyhow you deem fit. But this is what I want you to do. So you write your goal down. All right? You write your goal down, and then your personal strength that will help you in achieving the goal. List 3. All right? What are those personal strengths that would help you to achieve your goal? Okay, so I want to, maybe my goal is to lose weight. I'm trying to look at how I can give some examples in that light, practical examples. Okay. Part of my goal is to take 2 certification courses this year. All right. Part of my strengths that I have is I possibly have the finances. So your weakness could be finance. You may not have the fund to do the course, but you want to do the course. All right. And part of my strength is, again, is I love reading. Okay, so I love reading, so it makes it easy for me to take more courses as I want to do. Reading is not a challenge for me. I love traveling. It's part of my strength. So traveling helps me to be able to travel anywhere to take courses. So you need to list those things that are personal to you, that makes you, that you are in control of. That's actually the point. Things that are within your control, that are your strengths, that gives you that strength to be able to achieve that goal. List 3 of them. You may not have up to 3. If you have up to 3, fantastic, but at least you should have 1 or 2, at least 2. But let's try to see if we can do 3. Do the same thing for weaknesses. All right, so let me explain everything so that you can then take time to do it. Now, do the same thing for your weaknesses. All right. Part of the weaknesses is I'm choked. I have a business to run. So you can pick whatever it's your weakness. Excuse me. Your personal weakness. We call these things the SWOT matrix. So let's see if we can find 3 things that are weaknesses that could prevent you from achieving that goal that we are treating, that one goal that you are treating. So what are potential opportunities out there that you can tap into to aid the achievement of your goal? Okay, so the course I want to do, there is the virtual opportunity for me. So I may not have to travel. The virtual opportunity is there. E-learning is another opportunity that could help me. So these are external things. I don't have control over them, but I can tap into them. So I can, virtual is there, e-learning is there. So I can tap into those opportunities. So find those things. Find 3 of those opportunities that could help you in achieving your goal. Then look for those threats that are not within your control, that can hinder the achievement of your goal. The pandemic, coronavirus, is a threat. It could hinder it. Government policy, a potential lockdown. Exchange rates, currency exchange rates could hinder it. It could, Naira value go so low that you cannot buy the appropriate dollars for you to take that international course. Those are potential threats. For you could have, you that you want to use virtual or e-learning, internet instability in the country could also affect. NSAS protest is a threat. You don't have control over it. Natural disaster, just look at them and list them And these are things that can affect the achievement of your goal. So let me go to my chat and see who has completed their quadrant. Okay, I can see this question. So truly, Koya, you have strengths. You probably have not identified them. Don't worry. I'll give us a link that you could use to actually find your strengths. I'll send the link to us at the end of this training. Some of us might have heard about it before. If you go there and you take the personality test there, it could help you identify your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, Miriam has completed his own quadrant. Okay, you listed 2 for each. Sophia, that's fine. Sophia, done. All right, I'm waiting for more people to be done. Completed, Zainab, thank you. I don't want to send this thing now because if I send it now, everybody wants to quickly go there and that's going to cost a distraction. So I'm not going to send the link yet until the end of the training. If I send it to us now, I'm sure everybody just want to go there and start to take the personality test. So it's going to create a distraction for us. Okay, Latifa completed, Mutal done. Okay, Awa done. All right, so if I just join in, that's going to be a bit difficult for me to go back. We've covered some. I think just follow on. What we are trying to do in brief is to identify one goal that we want to achieve this 2021 and build a SWOT quadrant around it. What are strengths that is going to affect us, that support us? What are the weaknesses that could affect us, which are personal to you? What are the opportunities that you could tap into? And what are the threats? And Zainab, you can't seem to find any threats. Okay, that's interesting. I would love to see what your goals are, what that particular goal is that's not allowing you to find a threat. And I think some of you should be prepared to share your goal. I don't want to force anyone. Okay, thank you, Miriam, for that post. So if you're just joining, please go to your chat. You'll see what Miriam had put there. I bet 1 or 2 people will eventually share their goal with us at this process with us. I want more people to be done. I can only count like 6 or 7, and we have over 50 people here. Or you can just raise your hand if you are done before we move to the next activity. I want to take all the activities, then we try to look at 1 or 2 people that would love to share their goals with us. I know your goal is personal, but if you want to share with us, that will be done. Thank you, Latifa. Obitaya done. Okay, Sakina done. All right, Idris done. All right, so we're having more people that are done. So as soon as I have 20% of the people done, I think that's actually good. So I already have like almost 10 people done. So which actually forms about 20% of the attendees. So that's fine. Okay, thank you, Awa. Don't worry, you are going to unmute when it's time for you to share. You don't need to put it on the chat. Would unmute you so that you speak out and share with us. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be a lot more engaging than to put it on the chat. So just hold on. So let's go further. Now, there's what we call visualization. Faisal, wow, it's good. You're good at robotics. That's good. That's fine. So I'm moving on for now. Now, we call these the visualization technique. Now, it's just also a quadrant that you can work on, and you see how the visualization also works. Now, a combination of your SWOT analysis and the visualization techniques is one of the things that could help you in achieving your goals, which we talked about setting goals last week. Okay, so athletes and personal coaches are big supporters of visualization techniques because they are so effective, very effective. Now, think of the goal as if it were already yours, and what you and the things around you look like. Focus on how good that feels and what the benefit is to you. Make sure you can define and visualize your goal so that you get what you really want. So that goal, we're going to take a bit of few seconds. You know, it's the concept of daydreaming. Just imagine, close your eyes, imagine that goal is already achieved. How do you feel? It's about meditation. How do you feel from within? Just think about, yes, this goal that I've set, I have achieved it now. Before you ask the question, what next? The question is, how do you feel? Do you connect to that goal after achieving it? Think of it like it's already yours. If your goal is to buy a new car, just imagine yourself driving the new car to your family, to your business, for a social outing, for a business meeting. What perception do you feel? If your goal is to start your own business this year, just imagine already having the business. You have your complimentary card, you have your letterheads, you go for a meeting, a function, you're giving your complimentary card. How do you feel? Now, if you can't connect to your goal, it becomes a lot difficult to work towards it. You need to be able to create that visualization, the imagination of what the world around you looks like when your goal is achieved. That's why it's important, even as Muslims, to take out time to always meditate. Meditation is key. Think deep about your life. Think about your past. Think about the future that you want. Think about it, build it. It cautions us. Think about your action with other people, your relationship with people. Always meditate and think about all of these things. So we're going to pick that same goal to build our visualization work. All right? But this time around, what we are doing is you write your goal down and create this quadrant around that one goal. Who are the people you will go to for support? So in achieving your goal, I need you to list 3 people, 3 likely people that you are likely to go to, that you will need their support, and what exactly you need from each person. Is it financial support? Is it counseling? Is it just to mentor you, or to become, you want to set up a business, you want this person to become chairman of your board of directors? I want to go to Muritala. I need Muritala to become the chairman of my board. I need this person as my mentor. I need this person to come and invest. You need to think. Think. I'm waiting. So I'm trying to check our charts. This one, I'm going to take it one after the other. Okay, good at reading. That's good. List their names. Use their names. You need to personalize this. Put the name of the person. Put their names there and what you will need from them. Write it on your paper, put it down on your paper, because these are records of things you're going to keep that you start to use. If you're done listing the names, so let me know. One, that's interesting. Oh, is exposing some things from, deep inside us. You need to know someone. I don't know if I am a full member of my car. There must be somebody, even if it's your mom or your dad. Anyone, you need to know someone. Anyone, there must be someone. Okay, I guess this is done. All right, Titi, I can see. That's fine. Hope you are putting it down on your own piece of paper or a sheet of paper or your jotter. I'm waiting. How many people are done? Only one person. I can see one person done with that particular activity. Done. Okay, Babatunde is done. So it calls for questioning. What kind of people do we associate with? It goes beyond saying, oh, I'm an introvert, I don't go out. Life doesn't go that way. You need to start going out. You need to start relating with people. And it also determines what kind of company we keep. All right, so I guess I'm having some people done. Like I said, I'm trying to do a 20% achievement. I've only have 4 people that are done. Ahmed Yunus, allow me, thank you, okay. Let me eat 10 people that are done, then we move to the next one. Okay, while you're getting that done, let's move to the next one. Let's move to number 2 quadrant. Now, resources you will need and where and how to get them. What are the resources? Now, you've done with people that you need. What resources do you need? You want to be a dancer, maybe you need a ballet shoe, you know? What resources do you need? List 3. Rafia, thanks, done. Allow me, thank you. Ahmed, thank you. You're done. So let's list 3 resources. I know finance is always number 1. Please don't put finance 1. That's what everybody put first. 3 things apart from finance. That's the challenge I want to push to you. 3 resources you need apart from finance. Finance should be number 4. But give me 3 resources you need. Where are you going to get them and how will you get them? So list the item, the 3 items, where and how. So it's a lot of work. Obviously, you're not going to steal to get them. How? Are you going to buy it? Are you going to borrow it? Are you going to request for it? You know, all of us always use finance. Where is it? Maybe it's in your savings. So you have to withdraw it. So where is it? With your dad? If you're going to finance, it's with your dad. Okay, are you going to steal it? Please don't steal it. Because that's how, that's one how, but it's a wrong how. Are you going to borrow it? Are you going to make him invest in it? Is he going to be an investor? Are you going to sell shares? So if you're done with resources, please done with resources or resources done. So that I will know that it's a different, because I've seen done, but those are previous done. But I want to see resources done. Ahmed, thank you. Resources done. Good. Okay, Olubenga, Zainab, Mukhtar, Rafiat, allow me. Resources done. Fantastic. I mean, this is driving. Okay, good. We're getting them done. So let's go to the third quadrant. Potential problems and how I will minimize or eliminate them. So this is where you can push some of those threats. Some of them can come if you have them. Apart from that, what are other problems that could prevent, because there is this thing we always look away from, risk analysis. This goal, what are the things that can stop me? What are this problem can be related to these people. It can also be related to the resources and to the goal. So identify 3 problems, potential problems that can disrupt the achievement of your goal. Or 3 potential, I want to pick it on 3 potential problems that could prevent you from accessing these 3 people that you have identified. So in itself, we are supposed to have them. So those problems can be linked to either accessing these people or getting your resources, or direct effect on achieving your goals. Anyone that affects these 3 people and affect these resources will eventually affect the achievement of your goal. So when you're done with that, just give me problems resolved or problems eliminated. Okay. Olubenga, thanks. Problems resolved. Good. Problem resolved, goals achieved. That's what it means. Once you can resolve the problem, then goals is sure to be achieved. Okay, Rafiat. There's some people that were active from the beginning. I've lost you. I'm not seeing you. Okay, Rafiat's consistent. Latifa, I can't find you anymore. Olushoga, where are you? You were active before. I mean, are you far behind? Allow me, yes, you've been there. Babatunde, yes. Mutal, good. Resolved. So where are the others? You were able to meet up with the SWOT. What's happening here? Problems resolved, Yekini, goals achieved. Fantastic. You resolve the problems, your goals are achieved. I need about 3 or 4 more people. Ahmed, thank you. Yep. So who else has resolved the problem or eliminate them completely? Both completed. Oh, Safia, thank you. You just moved on. I like that. Both completed. Problems resolved. Okay, Kende, thank you. All right, so we obviously know what to do here. But you know why this is important? I have seen some things happen over time. Let me tell us. People are quick to come and seek for your support and assistance, but they forget to say thank you. That's where we find ourselves today. People only come to you when they need you. But when you give them, when they get what they want, they don't even look back to say, Jazakumullah Ara. They don't remember. They're looking for a job. They will disturb you, send CV to you, put pressure on you. You get them even an interview, even if they don't get the job. They don't come back to say thank you. They come to you. They've forgotten that, oh, they visit you in your office. I've seen this happen to me several times. Oh, I want you to be my mentor. Oh, they call. I pick your call. I respond to you. I answer you because you have an interview. You come around to my office. I guide you in starting a business. But they forget to even say thank you. Not because I need the thank you, but you have bought the person's time that you can't pay for. So think about it. These people that you have identified in quadrant 1, how will you appreciate them? What are you going to do? Are you going to buy a gift? Are you going to write a thank you mail? You must be deliberate about appreciating people in your helpline because you will need them again and again. Yes, Titi, I agree with you. It's extremely annoying. For those of you that it has happened to, you will understand it. And you will sacrifice your time, sacrifice everything. It doesn't affect me. I move on. But they always still come back. And people just see you as a user. That you just know how to use people and that's all. And after a while, they don't pay attention to you anymore because they've seen you as a user. So how do you intend to appreciate people? What kind of gift do you intend? So I need us to now be specific. Those 3 people, what exactly will you do to each and every one of them to show appreciation? Not just say, I will take thank you mail. I'm sure you will not do the same thing to the 3 people. Who are you going to buy gift for? Some people, they have everything. You look like, okay, this person has everything. I can't buy gift for him. What do I want to buy for him? If he has a child, a boy or a son, buy something for the child. It's part of appreciation. So be specific and deliberate about it. So I need you to specify. Yes, you can keep them in the loop of your progress at all times, but you must still be able to show appreciation. People always think that sometimes some of us have everything that we want, but I appreciate gifts. Even if it's a pen, to some people, it means a lot. For you to even, the spirit behind the giving. I have my team in the office. You will be thinking, I pay the salary, they work for me. But sometimes I wake up, I go to a store and buy items for all of them just to say thank you, not because it's their birthday or anything, because I need them as well. They are part of the people I need for my business to grow. So apart from paying them, so paying them salary is paying them for the job that they are doing. But sometimes they go the extra mile. Sometimes they stay beyond 5. They stay beyond 5 o'clock. So these are things that you appreciate them for. Sometimes I call them on Saturdays and Sundays. We have gone to work on Sundays before. All right? So you need to appreciate them with something. To say thank you. I've given them plaques before, award, because, I mean, something that they can also be proud of for their commitment. I have people that have come to facilitate for us without collecting a dime. That comes to train at our free session without collecting a dime. We need to appreciate them. We did plaques and awards for them to show appreciation. How much is the plaque? For heaven's sake. But there will be sense of that value that, oh, this person actually values what I am giving. We must be able to do that. It means a lot. Learn the spirit of saying thank you. I like what you said, Zainab. Fantastic. That's a good one. You must show it in one way or the other. This is quite key and it's important. All right. So now who wants to share? Who wants to share what we've done, what you've done with us? That's 5 goals that you initially listed. How did you pick that one? 2 participants raised their hands. So I'm going to stop sharing so that I can see us clearly now. First, Babatunde and Safia will share with us. Am I right? So can we get can we get Safia to unmute herself to share with us? So what were the 5 initial goals that you listed? What made you to choose what was the one that you chose? What made you to choose it? Then analyze the SWOT and the visualization technique for us. You have the floor. You have 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, sir. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Sorry, I'm not able to turn on my video. 5 goals I want to achieve. I said I wanted to get a new job and earn a certain amount of money at that job. A new job that I like, I enjoy, and earn a certain amount. Number 2, to complete my part-time master's degree with a first class this year, inshallah. Number 3, get married. Number 4, move to my apartments because I currently live with my parents. Number 5, have XYZ in savings and investments.
Okay, you don't want to tell us the amount.
I decided to go with number 1, new job.
Why?
Because
Safia, you're breaking up.
And
Safia,
I decided.
You're breaking up. We lost you at the point. What was the why?
How is it now, sir?
It's better. So what was the why?
The why is that when I have this job earning the amounts that I seek, I think that it will be easier to do some other things like the apartment I want to move out of my parents' house.
Fantastic.
It'll be easy to have the amount I want in savings, yes, an investment. And also, I mean, to get married and maintain, the lifestyle. Yes, so that's how I came about that decision.
So you know what you've done? Were you in last week's class?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay. So what you've done is the 80-20 principle. You listed 5 items. Now, 20% of what you would do will give you 80% of your result. That's exactly what you did. Identifying one thing that is likely to drive the achievement of other things on your list. Now, if we prioritize our goal setting that way, now I'm talking to everyone, it allows you not to depict yourself too thin. You want to have savings. You know, if you have a good job, you work towards getting that job. Now, I was thinking, now, this is another angle to it. Could the masters help you to get the job?
Well,
or you could get the job without the masters.
The masters could help, but regardless of the master's degree, I'm already on it and I will complete it this year, inshallah. So regardless, you know, I'm on that goal already. It's just to finish with my first class.
Okay, so why I'm saying that is, if we look at it from another angle, doing a master's or a particular course could influence getting that job of your dream. Do you get the point? So it means that that master's could actually be the first main goal. That if I have my master's, I'll get the job of my dream that will allow me to move to the apartment of my choice, that will help me to achieve the savings that I want to achieve and also be able to get married. You saw the link.
I do.
But let's continue with the goal. Let's continue with the goal that you choose. It's fine. That's good.
Okay, so my date is March 1, 2020. To 3 things I need to achieve. I need to do some courses that I had abandoned, design thinking courses, and things like that.
2020 or 2021?
2020.
You like that 2020 that much? You don't want to leave 2020?
No, not at all. Slip of tongue, sir.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to complete my courses online, separate from my master's. I need to develop my relationship with my mentors that I've identified. I need an accountability body, and those
So which one?
those mentors.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, Sophia. Which one are you telling us now? Is it your SWOT or the visualization?
Okay, so after having identified the date, the deadline, having set the date, there are 3 things I need to achieve to help me achieve that goal.
Okay, that's fine. I get it. Continue. Okay, I get that.
Right. So, yes, so I need to do some courses that I had identified and abandoned before. I need to go and complete them. I need to develop. Sir.
But even in marriage, but even help like a bit, but in China, they know they must things and just put everything on.
Hello, sir.
Continue. I'm hearing you.
Okay. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, so you have completed those 3 things. So next thing is your SWOT, right? Can you hear me?
Shall I continue with the 3 things I have identified I need to achieve?
Yes, the 3 things. Then you go to your SWOT, then the visualization.
Right. So I need an accountability body. I need a better relationship with mentors that would help me practice for interviews, and also introduce me to the opportunities that I seek. And I also need to complete the courses that I had abandoned that might, improve my skill and knowledge level. Now, for the SWOT metrics, my strengths that will help me achieve the goal. I am well connected to the kind of people that could help me. I have a good support system. I have a high dedication. I think those are the 3 things. And then for my weaknesses, I can be lazy, I procrastinate a lot, and I can be impulsive. So that might be a problem. The opportunities. Okay.
Now, what's your plan? Now, this is the next idea. For every weakness, you are going to go further after this activity, after today, to come up with potential solution to that particular weakness. What you will do to get out of that weakness. All right?
Right.
All right, let's continue.
Okay, so the opportunities that I can tap into to aid the achievement of my goal, I think my support, my mentors and support network, my professional body association, there are opportunities therein. The circles that I have, I can also expand on them. I think those are the opportunities that I have. And then, of course, the online learning that I had mentioned. Those are the opportunities I've identified. And then for the threats, there's the lockdown, of course. There is the current economic situation with COVID. Those are the threats that I have identified. May I go on?
Yes, please do.
Resources. Internet, better internet connection, a new laptop. I think that is all I need. Oh, and then some pieces in my wardrobe for the kind of job that I want.
Are you on visualization now?
I'm on the resources I'll need. Yes, visualization, sir.
But you've not identified the 3 people.
Oh, the 3 people I'll need?
Yes.
Okay, do I mention their names? Because that might
don't
be.
Mention their name. You have identified them.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, don't mention their name.
Okay.
Just tell me and what do you need from them? So instead of mentioning their name, say first person, I will need this. Second person, you don't need to mention their names. They might be here.
Okay.
Do you understand? So don't
Right.
mention the name. Just say first person. This is what I need from that person. Second person, third person.
Okay, so the first person, I need his experience as CEO of a multinational. The second person, I need her experience with her career switch and career development, because it's similar to what I envisioned for myself. The third person, I would need her experience as top level management in multinational. She's a Muslim and a woman, and also in top level management. So those are
Okay, that's fine.
right. Then how I'll thank them. I intend to buy them gifts, doing research into what they like, what they might appreciate, not necessarily about the monetary value. I also am big on volunteering. So I hope to volunteer for the causes that they are passionate about. Some are very active in some NGOs and some faith-based organizations. Sometimes they just need help with planning, volunteering, hiring, stuff like that. And of course, some semi-regular text messages and birthday calls and things like that. So that's how I intend to show my appreciation.
Okay.
Potential problems.
That's very good. You said?
Thank you, sir.
Are you done? Potential problems, yeah.
And how I will eliminate them.
Yes.
The problems will be laziness that I've identified. I hope to overcome this with an accountability body. The other problems with the internet connectivity, I hope to get an alternative so that I have more options with the internet. Those are the major things.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I really like that. I have two other people raise their hands, so I picked a sister. Let me pick a brother. I can't remember who raised the hand first. Was it Ahmed or Babatunde? There was someone that raised his hand first with Sophia.
Babatunde, sir.
It was Babatunde. Okay, so let me take Babatunde. If we have time, we'll take Ahmed, but I know we're running out of time. I just want, two people to share with us. Then the organizers can tell us if they want more people to share or not, or we'll just take questions and discussion and we can close. All right, so Babatunde, you have the floor. Can you kindly unmute yourself? Okay, since Babatunde is not connecting, Hamed, are you there?
Salam alaikum, yes, I'm there.
Alaikum salam wa barakatuh. Okay, let's have you then. We couldn't
Okay. Yes, thank you very much. I'll quickly share the goals. I have about 5 of them. And the first one is to create video of me teaching maths, because I'm a maths teacher in primary school. So with the issue of COVID-19, it really gave us an opportunity of how we can teach more online. So that's why I got the idea to teach from. Though I've started it for some time now, and I left it, but I'm going into it fully this year. So to create video of me teaching maths before March 31st, 2021. And the second goal is to reduce my weight by 10 kilograms. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know why Fidas is laughing.
So to reduce my weight by 10 kilograms before March 31st.
Welcome to my world. We're on the same goal on that one.
Yes, and I've started it by walking 7 kilometers 3 times in a week. The third one is to buy a landed property before December 31st, 2021. The fourth one is to visit Obudukatu Ranch so I can rest, I can have a little bit of fun by August 31st. And the last one is to make. Can I continue?
Continue, please, Ahmed.
Okay.
Please leave me without
Okay.
alone. Just continue.
And the last one is to make 6 million naira in profit from sales of my video by December 31st, 2021.
So which
Now,
one are you?
the one I'm taking is the first one, to create video of myself, because that one would lead to the buying of the landed property and can also lead to the visitation of Obligati Ranch and the making of 6 million naira from the sales.
I should have made plenty money for the visitation.
Yes. So, for my SWOT analysis now.
You're not going alone, Sha.
No, at all. For the strength, yes, my strength is I'm very good at teaching maths precisely, and two, I know how to make difficult subjects and how to make difficult topics interesting for little children. That's my strength. Now, my weaknesses. I tried my hand on editing videos and I suck when it comes to editing videos. And the gadgets for video is very, very expensive. And the third one is I don't have a studio. I tried to use one of my room, but things were not going right for me. Those are the weaknesses. Now for the opportunities. Now, I want to take you as an example, sir. Mr. Muritala, you have kids. You have kids at home, and I'm very sure they will be learning maths. Now, I can't come to your house to come and teach your children because you don't know if I have COVID-19, or because you don't know if I am a thief. So doing a video and selling to you for 10,000 naira is an opportunity, because a lot of people in Nigeria, they want their kids to watch important subjects. Now, for the threats, now the insincerity of the videographer, insincerity of video editors has been my problem. I've been struggling with them. That's my threat. Now, for the visualization, people to meet. Yes, I decided that rather than depending on one videographer, it's better I have them like 4, like 5. So if one wants to mess up, I'll have to switch to the other one. Also, a video editor, and 2, someone who owns a studio that I can be using. Those are the 3 people to meet. Now, the resources needed, I have, though I've bought some of them, I have the Singapore maths textbook that will help me in my work, instructional materials to teach, and some clothes, because I'll be changing clothes from time to time during the video. Now, potential problem on how I'm going to solve them. The videographers are not in my circle of influence. I can't control them. So the best thing is, like I said, to have more than 1, 2, or 3 of them, and to look for ways to always be pleading, because now that I will be at their mercy, I have to be pleading and to pay them well, actually. Now, how will I thank them? Thanking them is just by paying them for their job, and at the same time, by buying some gifts for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And you just got a support. Igila Latif Shehu has said you can read your chat. He said he's going to support you in what you want to do. So I think you should chat him up privately and link up with him. So that's a plus for sharing your goal in itself. So it's on the chat there, so you can actually follow up.
Thank you very much.
All right, so, okay. Let me ask Mariam, how are we doing? I don't know what next. I mean, time, with regards to time. Do you still want us to take 1 or 2% more?
Ideally, we should be rounding off, but we should be finishing session at 12:30. So we should be able to take 1 more person, and then we can then round up session.
Okay. Babatunde, are you back here? Okay, who else wants to share? We still do not have Babatunde Aminu here. Who else wants to share? If there is no one, I think I will just, yes, you're here.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, I'm with you.
My
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Miriam raised her hand in the chat box. Okay,
Okay.
I will plead, Barton, can you make it very fast so that we can take Miriam so that they won't say I'm not gender sensitive, that I took
Gender-
2 males and 1 female, you know?
Okay. Okay. Just a second.
Are you
Salam
ready?
alaikum.
This please.
Yes, I am.
Please move on, move very fast.
Yeah, I
Just
stated
go straight to that one single goal and then break it down quickly.
I stated 5 goals. Owning a house, changing a job, building our relationships, investment, having investment, and also owning a business. So top on the list is with the priority of owning a business, stated for latest May 30th. Can you hear me, please?
Continue, we can hear you.
Okay. So on my SWOT analysis, I have my strengths, my weaknesses, threats, and all that. For the strengths, I have very good at researching. I have some emotional intelligence qualities. Also good at time management. Able to work in a team. Decision-making skills, and also analysis. And lastly, to have commitment to any goal being set. Weaknesses could come from health challenges once in a while, procrastination, and then time availability based on the fact that I have a very demanding job. So that can also affect my timing on doing certain things as regards having that business. Opportunities, I have e-learning, travel, like you said, and also leveraging on other people's successes by collaboration. Threats, I identified the pandemic as one, funding, government policies, monitoring, and also plan for sustainability. Are you with me,
Okay.
please?
I'm with you, just continue, move faster.
Yeah, so able to go to for support, I've been able to identify some of them. I have a friend who has a haulage business. I also have who has a successful haulage business actually. I have people who can also support financially, who I can talk to. Some of them in oil and gas, some of them in the maritime industry. Type of company I keep a very good relationship with people, meaningful relationship actually. People who I can actually learn from, share ideas with, and also get some monitoring advices from. Are you there, please? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Okay. Resources I need to get there, people, finances, ideas. What next? Okay. The risk, like you said, problems limiting. I think I've spoken about my risk. I don't know. I think that should be almost all. I don't know if there's any part I've not addressed.
Okay.
Okay, then for appreciating people. Actually, for me, over the years I've spent working, I've built relationship with people, both subordinates and also superiors. So the way I connect with them is through email, sometimes through WhatsApp, sometimes periodic phone calls, and sometimes during festivities. So it's also a way of appreciating them over the time for working with them and getting some kind of advices, and this has been a useful tool for me over the years. For me to have gotten to where I am, I've been able to get referrals from different sources. So for me to also appreciate them while I'm trying to get this business activity done, I have to reach them either physically or through email or sending gifts to them.
All right, thank you very much, Zawa. Thank
Yes,
you.
please.
So Zainab, Moshi, let me quickly have you, then I can hand over to the organizer, to Miriam Oladosu. Zainab, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Good afternoon. Thank you. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 5 goals here. Number 1 is to be social relevant. Number 2 is to have a running investment by the time I'm 25. Number 3 is to get my master's degree, inshallah, by next year. Number 4 is to have my business running smoothly. Number 6 is to get married by the time I'm 25, inshallah.
Okay.
Number 7, I want to make sure to, treat myself to some exploration or going out more, at least once in a month. Okay. So I chose to be social relevant as the one to talk about. My strength, I am a creative writer. I am a natural writer. I write naturally. I have a high dedication. I love to read and I love nature. So I believe that I can find inspiration and motivations from probably from what I read and from nature generally. So my weaknesses are I get distracted easily. I can't remember the last time I wrote anything. I was in a writing community and I really can't remember the last time I went there because a lot of things. So number 2, I am shy and I am sort of an introvert. So I find it hard to connect easily. But when I eventually break that wall and connect, it is really, really amazing. I go all the way. So, but to get there, it's a problem. And I kind of find it hard to get out of my comfort zone. So it is hard. So number 3, I have a fear of not being appreciated. Like maybe when I put my all into writing an article or a poem and I post it online, the feeling of people not really engaging with it or people not really liking it or showing the fact that they see it, actually it's less motivating. So it doesn't really motivate me to do more.
So before you go on, Zainab, I'm going to link you up with someone that will help you with some of these weaknesses that you have. The sister, she's going to take you on some sessions to help you get over this part of you, which is actually key, because if you have potentials and you have these weaknesses, it's a very bad negative vibe. So I will link you up with her. Coincidentally, she bears your name as well. She's also Zainab. So I think you guys will connect, and it's going to help you about that waiting for validation. Sometimes you need self-validation, not to wait for other people's validation of your work. So I know what you feel and I know what you think. So I would create a link within you and her, and so that she could help you through. So continue.
Hello, Karen. So the opportunities I I have my writing community, even though it's been a while since I went there, but they never forsake me. I still have an account. So I have the writing community where I can read from other people's posts and maybe get inspiration from what they post. And recently, I just realized that my phone has a digital well-being app that can make me focus on doing something for a given time. All other applications on my phone will be shut off, and I will be concentrated on exactly what I want to do. So I get that as an opportunity for me to solve the distraction problem. So the threats, I really don't know. I really don't know what my threat is. That was what I was saying earlier, that I can't seem to find a threat.
Let me give you one threat. The threat that you have are other writers that are out there. It means that it's a competitive market.
Yes.
So people may not use your writing. So having other writers out there, it's a threat. Do you understand now? So that's a threat. At least I've given you one. So you can continue.
That I can't show my face. Like, I am shy. So to even meet other writers or to connect with other writers and do that, I don't know. Going out is actually a part of my problem. When I go out, even to relate and to associate, it's kind of like a big work for me. So the resources that I think I need inspirations, something that is going to push me, a jump start, and I need a way to showcase my writings more, or just maybe apart from the writing community, somewhere to also showcase my. I was thinking Instagram, but I don't know how to do it. Like, which way to do it? Should I just post the work raw, or mostly appreciation is my problem, so I don't know. I also need a better dressing sense, because I guess that's part of what is making me not feel good about myself, or making me think people won't appreciate me more. So I think I need a better dressing sense. So my support.
Don't worry. I think this will help you most of those things.
My supporters is blank because I don't know anybody. And the problems that I seem to be facing, it's just procrastination and distraction, mainly. Procrastination and distraction, mainly. And I guess to tackle that, to solve that, I think we just need to be more dedicated, and be more relevant. I believe that's just it. So, and the way that I'm going to thank my supporters, I think if I have one, I might eventually know a way to thank them. But I currently do not have one, so I do not also have a way of thinking now. The way I thought would be appropriate to thank, I shared it earlier. But right now in my book, I do not have anything written. Thank you.
Okay.
So that's about it. That's all.
All right. Thank you very much, Zainab. Let's try and reach out so that I can link you up with the person. I also got some other messages. Okay, I'll work on that, Zachariah, for you as well. I can be available, Zachariah, so that it's a lot easier since you're a man, so I can actually deal for Zainab. So I'll introduce her to sister that we can deal with, and I've got some other messages. So I'll put my number up. You can reach out to me via WhatsApp. Please don't be angry if you call me sometimes and I'm unable to pick your call. I might actually be very busy at that time, but I'll always return calls. But it's easy to chat me up. Just mention your name and from Micah. So at least that I know I'll always respond to, no matter how late it is. It might be a day or two or even the same day, but I will always respond to that chat. All right. And if Micah can add us to their WhatsApp group as well, it's easy to find other people there network or create a new WhatsApp group. I don't know. If they have, they can add more people to it. I mean, people will meet each other there. People can express themselves, share their challenges, and they can find people that could help them even on that same platform. It should be a networking platform for us all. So that's all I want to say. So let me just round up my session with one slide. All right, so finally, so in rounding up my session, I just want to leave us with one thing, just one statement that I want to leave us with. So in getting it done, your goals that you've set for yourself, in order to achieve your goals, put something to move you towards your goal on your to-do list every day. You must always have a to-do list. Have a jotter. They sell these small jotters at bookshops that are to-do lists. Put the date and list things you want to do and mark them when you've done them. It gives you a sense of fulfillment and achievement. When you do that, the sky is just the beginning and not the limit. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That was a very interesting session, very interactive. A lot of people shared a lot of great things, great goals. Inshallah, Allah will guide every one of you to achieve every one of your goals. May I just ask that you say a closing prayer for us?
Myself?
Yes.
Okay, no questions, we just close. All right.
It's just because
okay, they didn't put any questions.
Way over time, and there are no questions. I actually did ask,
okay,
so no one has actually asked any questions. What most people are asking for is to contact you after the session. So no one has any questions.
Please, what of the website?
Oh, that has been
posted, I think, already.
Yeah.
Oh, check your
okay.
It's been posted.
I think 16personalities.com.
Okay, thank you.
So when you go to that 16, www.16personality in plural.com, follow the link. It will give you some questions to answer. Answer the questions as sincerely as possible. Now, when you are done, it's going to ask you if you want the result to be sent to your email address. Please say yes. Put your email address. It will send the result to you. Now, the result is self-explanatory, but whoever is interested, we could work it out and I could help you in analyzing and discussing your results. It's a lot of work. I can't say what time I will be available, but at least do it and do the self-explanatory. It's actually deep. On that note, I just want to Rabbana atina fi dunya sanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much for taking us on this journey, from teaching us the importance of goal setting and being having a more practical session this week. We really appreciate you, and I would like to say a big thank you for Micah. And on that note, assalamu alaikum everyone. That brings us to the end of the session.
Please upload the recording, so.
Yes, the recordings would be uploaded on our YouTube, which is Micah Nigeria Lagos. If you just go to youtube.com and search for Micah Nigeria Lagos, all the recordings are there, including the last week's session.